Okay, good morning, folks. Just before I start my speech today, I just want to show you a couple pictures. When do you think of this one when you first see it? It's a new Audi cars. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And how about this one? Yeah, it's normal, right, compared to the Audi. But I want to say, I think the biggest difference between these two cars, first is the price, right? Because this is a really expensive one. But I want to say, if you see it from environmental perspectives, the Audi cars has much great carbon dioxide emissions than the Toyota cars. The Audi have, it will release about 315 grams per kilograms, and per day it will release about 300 emissions. And for the Toyota ones, it will just really environment friendly. It will just release less than 30 grams per kilograms, and just per day is about 1 kilograms. So today I want to introduce this new Toyota Primus harbor cars to you, and this is a new era of the harbor vehicles. And before I start my introduction, I would like to show you a short video. It is took from the customer report, and it will give you just a brief introduction of this new car.
Media introduction are a vehicle for most folks. The key reason for buying a Toyota Prius is fuel economy, and the 2016 version sees an incremental but notable improvement. The new Prius gets a claimed 52 combined miles per gallon in most grades, but Toyota also offers an Eco model that gets a claimed 56 mpg thanks to omitting a spare tire and other weight-saving gimmickry. The current Prius gets 44 mpg in the Consumer Reports test cycle. The guts of the hybrid system are basically the same technology as before, though in the evolutionary Toyota way, every part is smaller, lighter, and more efficient. The one big change is with the battery pack, with a higher efficiency lithium-ion battery. However, Toyota will still sell a carryover nickel metal hydride battery as its least expensive model.
Okay, I will introduce this new harbor cars into three perspectives. First is the efficiency, and second is the technology, and last but not least is environmental protections. I just want to give you a brief introduction about what is urban cars. Urban cars is just a vehicle that uses two or more distinctive power resources to move the cars. And also talk about the Toyota company. It was established in 1937 in Japan, and also Toyota is one of the company that push to reduce the harbor environment cars, and also Toyota is the first company to sell the urban cars. So these models called the Prius. It was changed 14 years ago by bringing the harbor cars to the mainstreams, and it has a unique system called the Harbor Sydney Driver Systems. It is really innovative, dependable, and will be loved by owners around the world. This is cited by the Best Urban and Electric Vehicles of 2015. Okay, the first I want to say is the efficiencies, because it has a really unique systems, so it will combine the benefits of an efficient gasoline energies, and also another one is clean, quiet electronic motors. So these two different systems will automatically choose the most efficient models for the drivers, depend on different situations. The next is that the Toyota urban cars offered an EPA established, which is 51 mpg on the city and 48 mpg on the highway, and it has 15 mpg combined. So it was really a good performance. I will explain it later. So the benefit for these three different systems is that it will pollute in economies, and also it will release less carbon dioxide. In inspection of the regular driving models, it also has three driver selectable models, which called the EV, ECO, and power EV models. This is work differently when you drive a car. And these three work together will create a more spiritual driving experiences for different drivers. The second part I want to talk about is the new technology support. We can see this is echo record dashboard of the cars, and it is just a small in the dash screen, and it's much cost conscious. According to the data, saving data the driver have, it will allow customer to measure the efficiency of the cars directly. You can just see the numbers on your dashboard. And another technology innovation is the solar panels systems. It was set up on the floor of the cars, and it will get the energy from the sun. And also with this one, you can it can power a fan in the car and also help keep inside air temperature close to the outside. As we all know, the safety drive is always the important thing when we are driving on the road. Because we have the two systems, so when your speed is lower than 15 miles per hour, the system will automatically choose the electro models for you. So the vehicle proximity notification systems will provide an undulating medical sounds to alert others, so you do not worry when you use electronic models. The other passing cars will notice you. The last I want to talk about is the environment protections. As we can see, the speech today we have, the phone has the car releasing, which is also connected to the safe environment. And also the Taylor talk about is the recycling. It's also trying to save our environment. And also these urban cars really focus or take a look at the environment friendly. This is a format that shows the U.S. carbon dioxide emissions, and it was took from the climate change website. You can see in U.S. the first factors of the carbon dioxide emissions is the electricity. It was accounted for 37%, and the second one is transportation. So the major components of the transportation is the consumption of the fossil fuel, like the gasolines, which was mostly used by cars. So the most useful ways to decrease the carbon dioxide emissions is to drive a low emission car, like the carbon dioxide one. It will benefit our environment by produce less carbon dioxide emissions and use less gasolines. It will also save you money in the long term. This is a photograph that I took from the Toyota website. It's a competitor analysis. We have the company also has carbon dioxide cars, which was pretty similar to the previous ones. And you can see in the MPG function, our Toyota cars have 51 on city and 48 on highways, which compared to the Ford has only 52 and 37 MPGs. And the Prius have the smart key systems, and also the combined fuel economics. Toyota have 50, but the Ford has just 40s. In the future look, you can see the carbon dioxide cars really had a good perspective for the development. The reason is that first, it will all improve the fuel economics and reduce the emissions. And second is significant reduce the fuel consumptions, which can provide our environment. So as the slogan for the company is, what we create is not just a car, we want to provide you a new life attitude by using our carbon dioxide cars. It will help you enjoy your life and also save the environment. Thank you.